Before beginning my remarks, I would like to certainly extend, on behalf of the NYPD, the organization that I am so privileged to lead and speak for, to extend our sincere thanks to our colleagues from neighboring communities, many of whose officers served here at this site 14 years ago, to our colleagues from around the world. We have representatives from Germany, from the Netherlands, from Monaco, from France. A special thank you to our colleagues from France who, hundreds of years ago, were so invaluable in assisting us to begin our country. And here we are hundreds of years later, still fighting for the freedom that we fought so many years ago. To our colleagues from the North, from Canada, Toronto, Canada, here every year with us, we thank you for your attendance. To our colleagues from the federal law enforcement agencies, certainly among whom the FBI lost one of theirs on that very fateful day. To all of you who are here, the public, law enforcement, retired survivors, we welcome you and we thank you for participating in fulfilling the promise of never forgetting. We all know why we are here. We can never forget why we are here in the shadow of that building just a few yards away. It's because of a promise that we make. To those who swear the oath, we will never forget you. On Tuesday, I gave testimony in Foundation Hall of the 9/11 Memorial and Museum, directly across the street from where we stand, before representatives of the U.S. Congress Homeland Security Committee. There's a wall there. It's a wall that still weeps. It holds back a river so that a city can move on with businesses and people and commerce and lives. But yet it weeps. We are like that wall. Survivors, family members, police, members of the military as represented by our Marine Corps band. We hold back a tide that might otherwise overwhelm this city, that might otherwise overwhelm our country, that might otherwise overwhelm the free world. We keep people safe as they go about their business, in their commerce, in their lives. On a different wall in the museum, one that does not weep, there's a quote from Virgil: "No day shall erase you from the memory of time." These names, etched in stone behind me, shall never be erased. Not from our hearts, not so long as anyone wears the blue, and never from our memories. There are too many names, that's true, with more with each passing year being added. Men and women who worked on that pile for many days and weeks and months, and many years later, are once again casualties of the war that began on that day. But we know as cops that they will be joined by more and more and more. You know, the list will grow. And we will never forget them as their names are added to this wall also. Each day at their lockers, thousands of cops here in New York, surrounding communities around this country, around the world, here in New York and around the world. They suit up. They suit up to go in harm's way, never knowing what they may face when they go on patrol. They know why we are here. We know why we are here. May God bless the souls that bore these names on the wall behind me. May God bless the families who miss them. May God bless the men and women who still actively in this city, in this state, in this country, and around the world every day go forth to protect and to serve. And to the men and women of our armed services, thank you for the extra protection that you provide to ensure that in this war, that as we have prevailed in all other wars, we will win. We will never, never let the forces of tyranny and terrorism win. These lives will not have been sacrificed. They will have not been lost in vain. They will have been lost in a worthy cause, a cause that we will be engaged in for years and generations to come. It's a fight that we must fight. It's a fight that we will fight, and we will fight it to the end when we win. And that is our commitment to those who we honor today. Thank you all for being here today.